Hello, I'm Dr. Hartman from Westwood-Mansfield Pediatrics. Today we're going to talk about prescription drug diversion, or non-medical use of prescription drugs. And I hope after this video is completed, you'll go to your medicine cabinet and clean it out. And I will teach you how to dispose of these medicines if you're not using them or they're expired, and monitoring those medicines that you use regularly. Prescription drug diversion is becoming an epidemic in this country. There are 27,000 teenagers and adults that die each year from overdoses, unintentional overdoses or accidental poisonings as they are called, from using prescription drugs that are not their own and not meant for them. In the United States, there are in fact 2 million visits per year, over 2 million visits per year, for prescription drug diversion. Again, non-medical use of prescription drugs. The commonest are like Percocet, OxyContin, and your sedative hypnotics like Ativan. These together in combination account for approximately 50% of the total amount of drugs that people take that end up putting them into the emergency room. But there is a subset that don't go to the emergency room that pediatricians write for. These are called the stimulants, the amphetamines, which were abused in the 50s often, and now are coming back as things to abuse. These are medicines that are used for ADHD. And we ask that you get rid of those medicines too, as well. If your children don't need them in the summer, get rid of them. If they don't use them, or if the doses has changed or the brand has changed, get rid of the pills that you haven't used. So I strongly urge that you realize that your child or a friend of the child's could go into the bathroom and take some of these pills and sell them. And it's something that we're seeing more and more commonly, even in Westwood and in Mansfield Pediatrics, we've seen kids do this. Kids are taking drugs in college, such as stimulants, and using them like they used to use caffeine to pull the all-nighter to stay awake. And there have been some deaths from that as well. But it's very important to realize that it's regular monitoring of your medicine cabinet on the drugs that you do take and counting the pills, and those that you don't take anymore that are sitting in the cabinet that you need to dispose of. There are several ways to dispose of your medicines. And if you go to the FDA website, www.fda.gov, which is the Food and Drug Administration, and you keywords in prescription drug disposal, there is a section. In that section, it in fact shows that certain drugs can be flushed down the toilet and the Environmental Protection Agency approves of. Percocet is one, for example. Many of OxyContin is one as well that you can throw away. Things like fentanyl patches or patches of any drugs should be thrown away in a toilet as well. Or the other option is, for example, stimulants and other medicines you can take to the police station, scratch off your names, and put it over into the box, because many police stations, Mansfield and Westwood both, have prescription drug boxes that you can throw away your old prescription drugs in. If these medicines are continued to be used, please be very aware of the number of pills that are being used. High school kids are now getting a hold of these drugs and using them, snorting them before SAT tests, things such as this. Especially in very high-pressured towns, kids are starting to do this more and more. Sadly, 5% of children who aren't prescribed this, but a sibling is, are being given these medicines now too as well. So remember, prescription drug diversion is illegal. You can get into trouble and your children could get into trouble. So it's very important to dispose of your medicines as soon as possible. Look up on the FDA website and also call your local police station or drop by with the prescription medications. That's it, and these are all the questions I wanted to all the discussion I wanted to tell you today. Have a good day, and please go and clean out your medicine cabinet. Thank you. Bye.